Good afternoon, Jays. I'm Kyman Warman, your anchor for today's January 24th broadcast. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend and is having a great start to your week so far. Here at KLHS, we're going to have a great start to the show with Claire covering top story over life on Mars, then your announcements, which include some special information over Valentine's Day plans. Then Sam is giving us some student insight into next year's enrollment process. And as usual, Brock Kresge with sports. As always, this is KLHS. Thank you, Claire. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Claire. You know, if there's any one-way trips to Mars, you can sign me up. But for now, I'll enjoy Earth and all of our earthly things like Valentine's Day, which is coming up faster than you can know. In fact, if you would like to surprise your Valentine on Valentine's Day with something special, check out the flyers all around the school because you can purchase a goodie bag that consists of a personal note to your Valentine, conversation hearts, heart suckers, chocolates, Rice Krispie treats, and more for only $3. You can pay through Venmo if you use the scan code on the flyer. Students will be selling them on Monday and Tuesday, February 7th and 8th during lunch for cash only. They will be delivered to your Valentine on February 14th during their J block. All orders are due February 9th. And the LHS Chamber Orchestra invites you to the send-off concert Tuesday, January 25th from 7 to 7:30 p.m. in the LHS Theater. The musicians have worked extremely hard and are playing very well. On behalf of the orchestra, thank you for your support and for our young musicians. And to all the musicians, state send-off is tomorrow. We are excited to celebrate band, choir, and orchestra who will be competing at the state MMEA conference. Their state send-off will take place on tomorrow at 12:42 p.m. during 4th hour lunch. If you have any participants in your classroom, please have them meet by the PAC by 12:35 to line up. And last week, LPS staff and community was sent an email detailing the recent events occurring at LPS. The letter addressed the recent lawsuits that have been filed against several school districts in Missouri, LPS included, but says that Liberty will continue with our return to learn protocols until further notice and continuing to, quote, closely monitor COVID cases, student attendance rates, staffing levels, and will be committed to sharing any important information with you in a timely manner. And lastly, students, tomorrow you'll be entering your course selections in 5th hour class. If you are a virtual student or absent that day, you will need to watch the screencast and follow directions on the screencast for entering your courses. You will then either turn in your course selection form to the counseling office, or when you return to school, email your counselor your course selection form. Now let's go to Sam to see how one student at LHS plans to spend his future and how his course selection will get him there.
What's going on, Jace? This is Sam Bruceman here with Landon Finkbeiner. Now, Landon, there's no doubt that we're all getting older, getting closer to adulting. And what do you plan on doing as an adult?
You know, I want to explore space and be an astronaut.
I gotcha. And it's also true that we're doing course selection here at LHS right now. What classes do you plan on taking to get yourself there?
You know, Earth and space science, mostly science classes, maybe PLTW to get better with teamwork.
Gotcha. As someone who's currently in Earth and space, you definitely learn a lot about space if it's not a dead giveaway from the name. From KLHS, this is Sam Bruceman, signing out.
What is up, creatures of this earth? Happy Monday. We are going to start this show off with some out-of-this-world news about life on Mars. See what I did there? Out of this world? Please laugh, I'm funny. Anyway, NASA's new rover, Perseverance, has recently found traces of life on Mars. Flexing its 7-foot mechanical arm, the rover is testing the sensitive detectors it carries, capturing their first science readings. Along with analyzing rocks using X-rays and ultraviolet light, the 6-wheeled scientist will zoom in for close-ups of tiny segments of rock surfaces that might show evidence of past microbial activity. While these signs of life may have been formed millions of years ago, it only shows that we are one step closer to maybe finding some present life form. For some of you, this is super exciting news, like imagine being best friends with an alien. But for people like me who were traumatized with Steven Spielberg's movie E.T. as a child, this is low-key terrifying news. So keep your eyes peeled, Jays. Grab those aluminum foil hats to avoid being abductive, unless that interests you. But for now, I'm Claire Hamilton for KLHS. Stay safe, creatures.
Oh, is it a good day to be a Chiefs fan? Good afternoon, Jays. I'm Brock Krusky, back with your sports report. But before we get to the fantastic finish to last night, the men's wrestling team walked out of the Winnetonka Invitational Tournament as champions, not just any champions, but back-to-back champions in the tournament. The nationally ranked wrestling squad was missing nearly half of their team, but that didn't stop Wintrick Williams III, Logan Rachi, Christopher Coates, and Hunter Taylor from all winning their weight class, generating a comeback and winning 7 of their last 8 matches and winning over the second-place Lafayette by 4 points. Speaking of back-to-back champions, the Staley Falcons took down the now 15-1 Liberty Blue Jays basketball team in a defensive shootout, which ended in a rather uneventful and low-scoring CW Stessman championship. Moving along to last night's spectacular Sunday evening, there will be no table breaking as the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Buffalo Bills last night by a score of 42-36 after another Travis Kelce walk-off touchdown in overtime. The Chiefs will now host a 4th straight AFC Championship game as they prove that the path through the AFC runs through Kansas City, and Patrick Mahomes further cemented himself as a playoff legend. In the final 2 minutes of regulation, 25 points were scored as Mahomes threw for 177 yards and 2 touchdowns in that time frame, which was more passing touchdowns than Aaron Rodgers threw that entire game against the 49ers. With 13 seconds left on the clock and a seemingly hopeless offense heading onto the football field, Andy Reid delivered this legendary quote to Patrick Mahomes: "When it's grim, be the Grim Reaper." After that was said, Mahomes threw 2 quick strikes that set up a Harrison Butker 49-yard field goal to tie the game, where the Chiefs would head in and win it in overtime. Because of the overtime win, many have questioned the legitimacy of the modern overtime, stating that it isn't fair for Allen not to get a chance to answer. I thought I would provide my 2 cents on the topic. The common saying in American football is that defenses win championships. By making the claim that the Bills didn't have a chance to win that game is more than blasphemous. It's a timeless tale. If defenses truly win championships, Buffalo's defense would have held Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense and given the ball back to Josh Allen. There should not and will not be a rule change. Bills fans, take your loss. Stop blaming the rule book. I'm Brock Krusky, and this was your Sports Report.
What is up, Blue Jays? It is Grace Halter back at it. As y'all may know, our wrestling team is back-to-back state champs. Our current dual record is 4-0, and we have won 2 tournaments so far. Let's go talk to some seniors about their current season expectations.
My name is Jay Briones. I'm a senior, and I'm a part of the Liberty High School wrestling team.
I'm Jeremiah Halter. I'm a senior, and I'm part of the Liberty wrestling team.
We treat our team like a family. We're all really close, kind of like brothers, and it's just like a good environment to be a part of.
And I think we're starting to get healthy at the right time, and well, not yet, but we're getting there. And I think February 17th or 19th, we'll be ready to roll and, really come out and show what we're about and what we've been training for.
All of our mindsets are right, so I just think that'll carry into the state championship and make us 3-timers.
Once us seniors leave, we still got a great group that will probably continue this run and, start a dynasty here. But this year we're just focused on getting a state title and just leaving everything you got out there.
Thank you to my fellow interviewees. It seems like there is a lot of faith and hope with being 3-time state champs. Good luck, Blue Jay wrestlers. You have a whole school supporting you. This has been Grace Halter, signing off of KLHS.
Thank you, Grace. As always, that is all I have for today's show. But before we end, let's go to the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you to Clara Hamilton, Brock Krusky, Sam Brusman, Grace Halter, and the rest of the amazing KLHS crew. Signing out, I'm Kyman Warman. See you next time, Jays.